Good morning, children. Hope you people are doing well. Welcome to today's session, children. Today, we are going to read a very interesting poem from Unit 8 Trees, written by Harry Ben. This is a simple poem in 4 stanzas about trees. The poem conveys the importance of trees to the world with the use of very simple images. The first 2 stanzas create an image of a peaceful and harmonious world. Each line of a poem ends with a rhyming word. So children, let us start with the poem now. Trees are the kindest thing I know. They do no harm, they simply grow and spread a shade for sleepy cows and gather birds among their boughs. This poem begins with the line, trees are the kindest thing I know. Trees are kind because they harm no one. To be kind is to be gentle, caring and helpful to others. In the first stanza, the poet talks about the kindness of the trees towards the animal world. They provide shade to the sleepy cows and provide a place for the birds to gather and to build their nest. The images of sleeping cows and birds among their boughs evokes an extremely pleasant, simple and peaceful landscape. So now children, let us move to the second stanza. They give us fruit in leaves above and the wood to make our houses of and leaves to burn on Halloween and in the spring new birds of green. In the second stanza, the poet talks about the trees' kindness to human beings. Trees are useful in many ways. They provide us food, wood for houses. The trees are kind because they just grow and in their process of growth they only shower blessing on man and animals without harming anyone. In the third line children we have come across a new word, Halloween. Do you know what is Halloween? Halloween is the contraction of All Hallows Eve, a holiday observed on October 31st, the evening before All Saints' Day. It is usually celebrated in the Western countries. During the Samhain festival, the souls of those who had died were believed to return to visit their homes, and those who had died during the year were believed to journey to the other world. So people set bonfires on hilltop for relighting the fires for the winter, and the wood and leaves from the trees are used to set these bonfires and to frighten away evil spirits, and they sometimes wore masks and other disguise to avoid being recognized by the ghosts thought to be present. Now let us move to the third stanza children. They are the first when days begun to touch the beam of morning sun. They are the last to hold the light when evening changes into night. Here, in the third stanza, the poet talks about the loftiness of the trees. The trees, being tall, are the first one to catch the morning beams of the sun as it rises over the horizon. The expression to touch the beams of morning sun make the trees seem tall, majestic and lofty, reaching out to the sun with their many arms spread out. Now let us come to the last stanza children. And when a moon floats on the sky, they hum a drowsy lullaby of sleeping children long ago. Trees are the kindest things I know. Finally, in the last stanza, the tree sings a lullaby when the moon is up to put the people to sleep. After the day's work, when the people are tired and sleepy, the trees, like an old loving grandmother, sings them a lullaby of sleeping children long ago. This lullaby is the rustling of leaves in a gentle breeze. It reminds people of sleeping children, or in the other words, of uncorrupted, pure and simple life. So children, I hope you people have understood the poem, you have enjoyed the poem. Now what you have learned from this poem children? What you have studied? We have studied about the importance of the trees. No, children? Trees are very important to us as they provide us comfort. They provide us shade on a hot day. They give us flowers to look at. Trees also provide us fun in the form of sports. So how the trees provide fun? You play hide and seek, you swing on the trees, isn't it? You climb on the trees. So you enjoy like this, isn't it? Plants also provide us our basic necessities such as energy, clothes, shelter, food, oxygen, paper, etc. There are innumerable uses of trees. In spite of having so many uses, people cut trees and exploit the nature. Isn't it, children? So it is our duty to stop this and bring awareness among the people about the rehabilitation of the environment. Now it's time for you to take down your homework. Write a short poem on trees. How we have read just now, we have read a short poem on trees like this only. Write a very short poem. Only if you can write 4 lines, that is enough. Write a short poem on trees and send on my personal window. Thank you.